The I AM Discourses by the Ascended Master Saint Germain. Discourse number 3. Thou infinite all-pervading presence, we give praise and thanks that we have become conscious of thy mighty active presence at all times, and that in the conscious recognition of thee, thou dost charge our minds and bodies with thy pure presence forever. The cosmic period has arrived when those who have attained a certain degree of understanding must create, apply, and use this wondrous electronic circle. Every creation that is self-conscious action has this circle of pure electronic force about it naturally. In this recognition, you will understand why you can feel, I am here, and I am there. For there is but the one God Self everywhere. Again, I must remind you that this limitless mighty power of God cannot intrude its wondrous powers into your outer use except by your invitation. There's only one kind of invitation that can reach it and loose it, and that is your feeling of deep devotion and love. When one has generated about himself this electronic belt or ring, there is no power that can penetrate it except divine love. It is only your consciousness of divine love that can penetrate within this great inner blazing belt of the Godhead, through which the Godhead sends back to you its great outpouring. Mark you, through his messengers, transcendent beings so far surpassing anything of your present conception, that it is not possible in words to convey to you the majesty of the love, wisdom, and power of these great ones. At this point, let me again remind you that the student who will dare to do and be silent will find himself lifted into the transcendent radiance of this inmost sphere. Then, by experiencing and seeing, will he comprehend this of which I have spoken. The soul who is strong enough to clothe itself in its armor of divine love and go forward will find no obstruction, for there is naught between your present consciousness and this mighty transcendent inner sphere to obstruct the approach of divine love. Once one becomes consciously aware of these great spheres to which he may reach, he will find himself fearlessly reaching deeper and deeper within the radiance of this mighty intelligent hub of the universe, from which all worlds, all creation have proceeded. There are those who will understand and see that the presence which beats each heart is God in action, that the activity sending the circulation through the body is God, that the essence charging forward to vitalize the outer form is God in action. Then, O beloved students, awake to this now. Do you not see how great a mistake it is to sink under the ignorance of the outer self? You see how simple yet powerful is this consciousness within you to loose the full recognition of the great pure activity of God into your mind and body, and to let its wondrous transcendent essence fill full to overflowing every cell. It seems to me, beloved students, that you cannot fail to grasp this simplicity of your true God self acting in you. Ever turn to it, praising it, loving it, demanding and commanding it to surge forth into every cell of your body, into every demand of the outer activity, in the home, in your affairs, in business. When your desire is sent forth clothed in the God presence, power, and intelligence, it cannot fail. It must bring to you that which you desire. A thought and feeling are the creative power of God in action. When they could, as easily as a breath, face about, using their thought constructively with the motive power of divine love, and build for themselves a perfect paradise within the period of 2 years. Even physical science has given proof that the body or outer form completely renews itself within a few months. Then you must see that with the conscious understanding and application of the true laws of your being, how easy it is to cause perfection to manifest in your entire body, and every organ to leap into its perfect normal activity. In a short time, it would not be possible for inharmony to enter your thought or body. O children reaching to the light, this great privilege is the open door of God before you, which none may shut but yourselves. None may obstruct or interfere with it but yourselves. Fearlessly use your God-given dominion and power and be free. You cannot attain and hold this perfect freedom except through consciously applied knowledge. While the poised person receives the energy which serves him and which he automatically requalifies by his own poise. Here's a vital point students should understand. When one consciously reaches within the inner electronic circle of God, he makes his outer expression and activity a channel for the ceaseless outpouring of the pure essence from the Godhead. This in itself, even though he be entirely silent in the outer expression, is one of the greatest services to humanity, which but few not ascended are aware of what it means to mankind. The one reaching within the electronic circle becomes a continual outpouring, and this very radiation alone is a tremendous blessing to all mankind. The God power thus loosed goes direct to the channel of consciousness most receptive, and there builds itself up, awaiting the opportunity to rush forward more and more. Thus the student of light, aside from his activity in dispensing the truth, becomes, as it were, an artesian well, from the depths of which flows this mighty essence of God. The students should at all times remember that no matter what their mistakes may have been, God never criticizes nor condemns them. but at every stumble which is made, in that sweet, loving voice says, "Arise, my child, and try again." And keep on trying until at last you have attained the true victory and freedom of your God-given dominion. Always, when one has been conscious of having made a mistake, his first act should be to call on the law of forgiveness. And demand wisdom and strength not to make the same mistake a second time. God, being all love, must have infinite patience, and no matter how many mistakes one may have made, he can always once again arise and go unto the Father. Such is the love and freedom within which God's children are privileged to act. Those who can use this knowledge of the electronic circle should no longer be deprived of its benefits. Give it forth, and the warning with it. Use this statement: I am the fulfilled activity and sustaining power of every constructive thing I desire. Use it as a general statement, for the sustaining power is in everything that there is. I am here and I am there. In whatever you want to accomplish is a splendid way to feel that you are using the one activity and you thus rise above the consciousness of separation. benediction. O mighty ones of the golden city, glorified are we in thy wondrous radiance. Privileged are we in the use of thy great rays. Blessed are we in the conscious recognition of thy mighty presence. Enfold us forever in thy transcendent light.